Hello guys, in this video I will show you how I help my real estate investor clients get more motivated seller leads and close off-market deals. Okay, so if you're an investor, I would 100% recommend you that you watch this video because these are things you can implement yourself, or you can get a person to do it for you. You can get me, for example, to do it for you if you're interested, because I help real estate investors. If you want to do it yourself, you can watch this video and just implement after watching, okay, or while watching the video. If you are an agency who helps investors or another niche as well, I would also recommend you to watch this video. So firstly, we're going to start with setting up an ad, a Facebook lead form ad. I will show you exactly how to set up an ad that attracts motivated sellers, that gets motivated sellers to request an offer from you, a cash offer, okay? Then I will show you how to follow up with these leads and how to convert these leads, okay, into deals. So let's get into it, okay? First, you click on create, of course, you choose leads, continue, give it a name, just motivated seller leads, okay, motivated seller leads, and then you choose the category. I would 100% recommend you that you choose housing, because you're targeting seller leads, you're targeting people who want to sell their property or an inherited property or whatever it is. And then the location, I want to target people in the US, of course, and my experience with real estate is in the US. So now, buying type, you keep it on auction, leads, blah, blah, blah. Click on next. Now you give this name as well. Let's start with wide audience. You can do interest-based audience, but now let's start with wide. Atlanta, Austin, and Dallas, for example, okay? Let's go after these 3 locations. Instant forms, of course. You choose the Facebook page, maximize number of leads or conversion leads. I actually didn't notice any difference between these two, okay? You can just say maximize number of leads, no problem, or conversion leads as well. So now you choose your daily budget, okay? And then start date, of course, when you want to start this campaign. What I would recommend you, okay? I would recommend you to start on or actually you can start the ads right away. But what I do, okay, what I like to do is start a campaign from the beginning of the day. Okay, so let's say, okay, today is the 24th, then I will start the campaign, or I will set up the campaign for the 25th at 12 a.m. So it starts from the really scratch of the day. So now, of course, you choose okay, we just said, okay, Atlanta, Georgia. Here's the first location. The second location is Dallas, Texas. And the third location is Austin. Boom. And then, of course, you can, you can play with this. Do you want to make it more miles? Okay. For example, 30 miles, for example, if you want to target the whole city or all this area, or you can just keep it at 15. I would recommend you to test, of course, what works better, but you can you can keep it on 50 miles. 50 miles is a very good radius, okay? Or you can make it bigger if you wanna go after more areas, okay? For example, here Atlanta, okay, I wanna go after the whole not just city here, but all these around as well. So you can say, okay, 30 miles. Okay, now it's better. See, now we're targeting a wider location. So now, the placements as well, I just keep it on advantage, to be honest. Sometimes what I do is I remove everything and I keep Instagram, I keep Facebook, because Facebook is, that's where most of those who want to sell their properties, you can find them on Facebook, and the buyers as well. You can find them on Facebook. But for now, let's just keep it on advantage. Advantage is also, and again, if you are new to this, I would recommend you to keep it at advantage. Okay. Next, now we are gonna, make the ad. This is the most important factor here. You choose the Instagram account, blah, blah. Single ad. Okay, now let me just choose an image. Boom. Done. Okay. The ad copy. Now I will put a long ad copy, but what I would recommend you, and I did that with intention to put this long ad copy in front of you, so that you can see, okay, this is a long ad copy, but at the same time, it is a good ad copy. But what I would recommend you is to, try to keep it as short as possible. People don't like to read, so keep it as short as possible. At the same time, give a good offer. Remember, we're targeting sellers, okay? People who want to sell their property. Whether it's inherited property, whether it's, distressed property, whether it's, divorce situation. It could be, there are so many situations where people decide to sell their property. So this is an example. You can even make it more personalized. So here we're just talking about a property, okay? You can target, divorce situations. You can target, for example, inherited properties. You can target, and by the way, inherited properties is one of the most situations that happened in the US. If you ask any investor, or if you help them, I know because, I help real estate investors, and many of the situations are inherited properties, okay? Where people inherited property from their, parents or whatever, and then they decide to sell the property. So you can choose a situation, okay? And then target that audience directly. You can make multiple ads, 5, 6, 7 ads, depends on your budget. You can target so many situations, okay? You can make this so personalized, this ad copy. And as you can see, this is the image. Leave the mess to us with a distressed property. Sell your house exactly as it is. No repairs required. And then the headline, you can say, get a quick cash offer. Get a quick cash offer. So now we're going to make the, the form. This is very important as well. And what I like to do, I like to include so many questions in these forms, okay? What I would recommend you is to include at least 4 questions. I like to include more than 5, 6, 7, 8 questions, okay? Because I want to, I would rather get quality leads, I would rather get less leads, but, quality leads than get, so many leads and many of them are bad leads, okay? So I would rather make my form hard to fill out so that I get good quality leads and don't waste time on bad leads. So I keep it on more volume, okay? And then you give the form a name, of course. You can use the image from your ad, or you can use an uploaded image, or you can turn off this if you want. What I would recommend you to keep an image, okay? If you already have an image of a certain property, for example, you can keep it. Of the investor, for example, you can keep it. But what I would recommend you is to keep an image of a property, or just use the image from the ad, okay? With these type of ads. And then here, as you can see, tell us a bit about your property and we'll get back to you. Okay, so there's no pressure here. We're not telling him, hey, fill out this quick form. We want to give you a cash offer. No, we'll just telling him, tell us a bit about your property, okay? And we'll get back to you. And then here, as you can see, no repairs needed. We buy as is, no fees, no commissions, more money in your pocket, no waiting, get a cash offer fast, okay? And then here's the first question. Why do you want to sell your property? Okay? So as you can see, you can add a paragraph or a list. Here I added a list, but both of them work very well, very good. It depends on, what you want to add on the form. Here I wanted to add a list of 3 things. I like these lists where I have, we have this benefit and this benefit and this benefit. I like these lists. That's why I prefer to add it here. So now the next thing is, let's add the questions. So as you can see, I added so many questions, but let's just firstly start with this one. Okay, here. As you can see what I said here. Once you submit, we'll reach out to discuss your cash offer. No pressure, just solutions. Okay? And then here, of course, no, not the company name, because these are people who want to sell. The first one is first name, last name, and then phone number, and then email. Okay? Those are the informations that you need to collect from the people. And then you want to add the questions. You click on add question, and then you can either add a multiple choice if you have multiple choices in mind, or short answer. Okay? As you can see, all of those are short answers, and these work very well with our investor clients. And I always prefer to add short answer instead of multiple choice. You can fill out the form so fast that anyone can fill out that form. But when you keep the questions on short answer, okay, this guy, who owned this property answered all these questions, manually. So they had to write something themselves. They are not just clicking. No, they had to write something themselves. They're thinking about the question and they're answering. Okay, it's a good lead. Okay? You want to think in this way to get good leads. So here, let me show you the questions. Why do you want to sell your property? Very straightforward and important question here. When do you want to sell your property? The address of the property description, occupancy status, is the property lived by the owner, rented, blah, blah, blah. Relation to property, are you the owner or are you a real estate agent? Is the property currently listed, on, Realtor, Zillow, blah, blah, blah. Desired asking price, bottom line asking price. And the last one is special circumstances. Why is it important to add questions? Because no one will be able to answer these type of questions unless they want to sell their property. Unless they, I have a property. I just inherited property. I want to sell it. I can't manage it. I don't want to manage this property. I want to sell it. So they will answer these questions, right? So these questions are so important to add because firstly, if someone don't have a property and don't want to sell it, they wouldn't be able to answer these questions. But if someone has a property and they want to sell it, they will be able to answer these questions. So if you get a lead, with all these questions answered, you can almost guarantee that this person want to sell their property. And every single lead we get, almost every single lead, not all of them, but with this form, almost every single lead we get is a lead who owns a property and want to sell it. I'm not telling you we close all of them, but I'm telling you the quality of the leads. So now let's go to the next one, and the ending. Your request has been received. Thanks for reaching out. Our team is reviewing your details. Thanks for reaching out. Our team is reviewing your details and will contact you. Boom, we created the form. Oh, we created 3 by... no problem, we can just delete them. But see, now you can, understand the point, right, of making a form, and it's so important. Now we are done, so you can just click on publish. Okay, and this is basically how to create an ad that literally attracts motivated sellers, off-market deals, okay, and can get you to as many deals as you want, as long as you are willing to do the work. And of course it depends on your budget, but this strategy works, and in my opinion this is the best strategy to get more deals. Okay, this is how to set up an ad that gets you people who want to sell their property, okay, their home. Alright guys, so now I will show you how to send a confirmation text plus a confirmation email to the leads once they fill out the form. Okay, so once a seller lead fill out the quick form, they want to receive a cash offer from you, okay, or from your client, investor client. Now after they fill out the quick form, it's important to send them a text message back, okay, a confirmation text. Okay, this helps with the conversion process. After this text, you want to call them. So now, as you can see, this is the workflow. And by the way, this software is called Go High Level. I have a 14-day trial link down below. You can click on the link. You can sign up for the 14-day trial and try it yourself. And the videos on my channel alone will make you more than decent at Go High Level. Okay, so you can watch my videos. You can sign up for the 14-day trial, and you can implement these things yourself and start closing deals and earn more money. So as you can see, this is the the form. Of course, you click on add trigger. Okay, this is the first thing you do, and then you choose the Facebook lead form submitted. Okay, so you click on add trigger, you choose the Facebook lead form submitted. This is the one. And then page is, you choose the page, form is, you choose the form. Okay, and of course, okay, what you want to do is you want to integrate the Facebook. And let me show you quickly how to integrate the Facebook. So you click on settings, you go to integrations, and then here, as you can see, you will find a connect button. You will click on the connect, and then you will choose the page and the ad account as well. And then you go here on the Facebook form fields, and then you will, map the fields. Okay, so for example, this one that we created, you want to map all these fields. Okay, so as you can see, all these questions, to be able to map the fields, okay, firstly, you will go to custom fields, and then you want to add the questions that you added to your form. So the questions that you just added to the Facebook form, you will add them here. You click on add field, single line, and then you add the question here. Why do you want to sell your property? Okay, for example, I already added the question, but I'm just showing you how you can add it. And then here you just choose additional info and save. Okay, so that's how you add the fields here. And then now you go to fields mapping again. You go back to it. You click on map fields on the form that you just added on Facebook. Now you add the questions here that you just created. So why do you want to sell your property? You find it here. Why do you want to sell your property? When do you want to sell your property? You find it here as well. When do you want to sell your property? Here it is. Boom, boom, boom. So as you can see, now we just did the map fields thing here, all those. And as I mentioned, okay, you will already find the first name, last name, phone, and email. You don't need to add them yourself, but these questions here, you need to add them. The custom fields here, and then you will add field, as I mentioned, and then you add the question here, the question itself, not the answer, no, the question itself, okay, so that you can recognize it. You add the question itself. For example, why do you want to sell your property? And you add all of the questions that you added to the Facebook form. The same questions you have on your Facebook form, you need to add them here. Okay? Group, additional info, and then save. So now you can, choose the page. Page is, you choose the page, and then form is, you choose the form. And then you click on plus. You can make this, you can add this, assign to user, and then, add yourself, or add the client, of course, the investor client. It depends on who you are and who you help. And then what I would 100% do is to send myself or my client, in my case, I send my investor client a notification. So every time they get a new lead, I send them a notification. Okay? So you can simply click on plus, internal notification. Okay? You can send an SMS, you can send an email, you can send a notification on Lead Connector. And I showed you how, to do so in previous videos. Okay? So they need to download an app called Lead Connector on their phones, and they just need to sign in on the on the application, or you, if you're doing it yourself, you need to download this app called Lead Connector. You sign in, and then you choose this notification. Now you can send yourself on the application a notification. Okay, but now let's just make it simple. You can just send yourself an SMS message. So every time a new lead comes in, you send yourself or your client an SMS text here. Just, you're telling them, hey, new lead, and then their first name, last name, blah, 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 email, and their form submission as well. And now I will show you how to add the form submission. So after they submit the form, okay, they just submitted the form. Now the next step is to send them an SMS text. Okay, now what I like to do is to include their form submission in the SMS text. So that's what I do. Okay, as you can see, hi, blah, 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 first name, thanks for requesting a cash offer. We're reviewing your details and we'll call you shortly. If you have any questions or prefer a specific time to talk, just reply to this message. Here's your form submission. Why do you want to sell your property? When do you want to sell your property? And then desired asking price, bottom line asking price. Now, as you can see here, I just added these four. You will, of course, add all the questions, and let me show you how you can add it, okay? So first, you write all the questions here, okay? Of course, you will write them all. So let's say you only have 4 questions on your Facebook form, which is, why do you want to sell your property? When do you want to sell your property? Desired asking price, bottom line asking price, okay? Now you want to add their answer. How to add their answer? You simply, you simply click on custom fields, contact, you scroll down, custom fields, and then you scroll until you find the question. Okay, so here the first question was, why do you want to sell your property? Why do you want to sell your property? Okay, here's the question. So now you will be able to see their answers here, and they will be able to see their answers. So here you just included their form submission in the text message. So they receive the text message and they can see, okay, this is my form submission that I just filled out. And, in my opinion, this is the best confirmation. Why? Because you confirmed and you sent them their form submission. So they can't deny it. They can't say, oh, I didn't fill out this quick form. Yes, you did, buddy. This is your form submission. Don't lie to me. Okay? And then save action, of course. And then you send an email as well. And in my opinion, that's it. You send a confirmation text, plus you send an internal notification to the person who will call the leads, and that's it. You can now, you have a business and you can make money only doing these things, but you have to do them for a long period of time. I showed you how to set up the ad very professionally, and I already gave you an image that you can use, okay, yourself. And here I showed you how, the process afterwards, once the leads, the seller leads, fill out the form, they receive a confirmation text, which is here, and you receive an internal notification of the lead so that you can call them right away. So I hope you got value of this video. As I mentioned, in my channel, you'll find so many valuable videos about this software, videos with so much information, okay? So I would recommend you to take a look at my channel, subscribe, like this video. Plus, you'll find my Go High Level link below. You can sign up for a 14-day trial, 14 days for free. And you can decide if you want to, continue with this software or no. It's your choice, but I would 100% recommend you that you sign up for the 14-day trial. It's 100% for free, and start implementing the things I'm teaching on my channel, because I promise you, you'll get so much value out of it.